Envisioning a Green World Transformed is our third annual event celebrating Chicago changemakers transforming their industry. The following presenters will give you a well-rounded understanding of the many ways you can engage in an eco-friendly lifestyle in Chicago.
We who are alive today face a challenge that hasn't been faced by any previous generation. We have the tools to deal with it, but what we have to ask of ourselves and fellow citizens is for honesty. We've got to look honestly at what the problems are and honestly at the mechanisms that are kind of shaping the world we live in.
We have a lot more power than we think, and we're being told constantly to just passively consume. I think we all have to look inside of ourselves and say, where do I have agency? Where do I have power? Where do I have responsibility? And where do I need to educate myself?
We have a 20th century paradigm that has a lot of challenges, and we're stuck on this economic model of this way of being. But despite the fact that we know that it's not sustainable, there's environmental impact, there's always this exploitation and abuse of labor, and it's an economics of leisure.
Luckily, we have 40,000 vacant acres in Chicago, and in most industrial cities, there's space to have a local food system. That 40,000 acres, used wisely, could produce substantially the food that all Chicagoans need.
I love playing with color, texture, and pattern. I love how fashion can really help someone find their identity and express that, but it also helps us transcend that. How we treat the earth affects how workers are treated. In fashion specifically, the dyes that are used can be highly toxic and carcinogenic, and workers are on the front lines touching those dyes.
If you introduce aquaponics in an old shoe warehouse, and you have fish, plants, water, some light, and you have the human side, where there's a culture of care, and you create this sustainable, recirculating water ecosystem, there's a regenerative dynamic. What is our spatial, societal, and ecological impact on the city?
The product has to be good, it has to speak to people. But then if that larger, deeper message is there, that's how I sleep at night, that's how I find meaning in my work.
Let's all get together and get back to a more sustainable lifestyle.